Okay, welcome back, guys. This is our, 48th podcast? And I'm here, one of your original hosts, Herbert.
Ronnie.
Jonathan.
And Ricky.
And we have a very special guest here. One of my favorite people. You guys know this.
Yeah, my name is Edwin, SC Apprentice.
If you don't know him, if you check his stuff like on Strava or on Instagram, he's really active in the mountains. He likes to run. Sometimes he takes a dog, and we have a dog right now, so if you hear the leash going back and forth.
That's our second special guest.
So we have Nikki, right? Nikki,
that's right.
Nikki, yeah. So and she runs, and you'll see him on his stories. Like he always posts her sometimes when he takes her trail running, right? You want to get her running and stuff. She keeps up with you, right?
She does, yeah. I try to take her twice a week and get her used to the trails because I want to start taking her backpacking.
Nice.
That's the goal right there.
That'd be cool.
Nice, man. And you actually ran before this podcast, right?
Yeah. So I had to before I came here because then I knew there was not going to be any time afterwards. So I had to get it in.
See, guys, no excuses. Remember last podcast, excuses. Exactly, no more excuses. So guess what? So we'll talk about him more, though. Let's just talk about some stuff that we've been doing, here at the Baddies headquarters. Me and Enrique have been training just, we're kind of give us a little, little, like, what is it called? Like, como se triathlon, but it's not really a triathlon, it's just running and
we did a biathlon training. We did with 2/3 of the training for it because we cycled for 18 miles, I think, to Bonelli Park, which is nearby Azusa, this lake, and then we ran 5 miles after in Azusa as well. So it was back to back with only a minute of break in between. So that was exciting. I'm actually still sore from that.
And that wasn't, I don't know why, but Enrique, we were cycling and he just told us, hey, let's just run,
I was bored. I was hoping they were going to say no. And I was like, and by that I mean Jonathan, I was like, are you down to go for a run? He's like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, what? And then so we did it. And it was already, when you're running and you're far away from home and you had to come back. It's like if you're hiking, you had to come back. You can't give up, right? Yeah. Right, Herbert? Rattlesnake Peak, you can't give up. What he's trying to say is that when we ran, we didn't run in circles around the track where once you're done, you just leave. We ran in a straight line. So once we got to our destination, we still had to run back. And that's what he's trying to get at. That we still had to go back the many miles we did in the beginning, which was just 1.5 for us. But
how many miles do you usually run a day, Edwin?
I try to run at least 3 to 4 miles a day.
Oh, wow. But he trail runs, though. Yeah. It's different. Elevation kills.
Yeah, I really can't do road running. It's something in my mind that pretty much clicks in that I prefer a trail over a road.
Is it just boring?
I want to say yeah, and then before I was really kind of overweight, and then I would kind of think that people will actually look at you when you're running on the road. Yeah. And that's one of the factors that actually pushed me to trail running because there's no souls out there.
Oh, yeah. How much weight did you lose?
About 40 pounds maybe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's over the course of 3 years though. It's nothing but trail running technically.
Oh, nice.
That's crazy. Yeah. But you done some road, right? Some road running?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I signed up for road races in Sedona and stuff like that.
That's awesome. See, either you want to do trail or just road running, just start somewhere, right? You got to start small because a lot of people get discouraged in starting. They think I can't do 10 miles, I can't do 5 miles. You got to start 1 mile at a time, right?
Exactly, yeah. It took me a while to get into running 3 trail miles. I used to use power hike and little by little I started just giving 5% more each hike I did, and to the point I started actually just jogging. And now I just run. I do about a 30-minute mile sometimes on a good day.
Damn.
I mean, you could always start running from the cops.
That's true, yeah, true, definitely.
Like a one-day workout.
Yeah.
Hey, you'll run fast. You'll run fast. See, what? Right now, since it's hot though, right? It's hot and there's a lot of fires going on. Do you feel it when you start running outside in nature? Do you feel the air is heavy, like smog going on? I don't know. Does it just feel weird? Or do you like running in winter or summer? What do you prefer?
I think I prefer summer because the heat just kind of beats you up to the point where you gotta give it the extra push in order to continue on your run, So I think summer is actually, I prefer summer to be honest.
And you sweat a lot though, right? Dude.
Definitely, yeah. I sweat a lot.
Dude, yes. Me and Enrique, when we did the recent, the cycling and then we went running, tell me why, I was like, I'm just going to put in long sleeve. Those windbreakers. And he saw me wearing a windbreaker, so he put on a windbreaker.
I started talking shit because like he showed up to my house with that, wearing that, and I was wearing just a t-shirt, and I was like, "Why are you gonna wear that? That's so dumb." And then I go inside and put one on too, and I was like, "All right, we'll suffer together then."
And
it was a horrible idea. I was sweating like crazy. Like, and mine was like, well, it was a windbreaker too, but I mean, it got, I don't know, I was sweating a lot. It was a lot of sweat.
It got to the point where when we were sweating, like it was seeping through our sweater or like our windbreaker, and it was disgusting. Which I don't mind. I don't mind sweating because it's like you're working out. You're losing some calories. We went up this hill, so we went up like this hill. So we're like, he's like, let's just do some hills over here in Azusa. So we went up Rosedale. If you guys know where Rosedale is at, it's really nice, like hills up in Azusa. We ended up running down, and then coming down it was easy though. Coming down it was just like your body just wants to keep on like cruising, I guess. But like the only thing that sucks is like when you're stomping. I hate the stomping hard like on your feet, right?
Yeah, your heel hitting the ground hard as fuck.
It hurts. But that's how you do it when trail running too, right? When you do a lot of trail running, like you stomp sometimes coming downhill, right? You had to.
Yeah, you kind of have to. Yeah.
All right, so real quick though, Edwin, like I said, Edwin does a lot of stuff. We'll talk about his one recent hike that he done, like that we posted it as a reel on Instagram and our page. Thank you for the content, but we'll talk about it right now. Before we start, what can you tell us your gear? What do you wear when you run? What kind of shoes you wear? The company. I know like everybody has their preference, but what's your type of shoe?
We want to know everything, man.
Yeah,
Socks, underwear.
Actually, show us everything.
Yeah.
Whole chimney
Lotion.
For my shoes, I just recently changed from Solomon's to Ultras because of the wide shoes they have, and I noticed that the Solomons, they kind of narrow and they were kind of hurting the side of my feet because we go back to the stomping when we're coming downhill. So the Ultras make it a good wide shoe. So when I'm coming down hills, it actually is just the perfect shoe. For socks, I use wool socks sometimes because it's easier on the foot. And for as a gear, some Under Armour shorts and some nice wick repellent shirts.
Like the baddies.
Yeah, exactly. I actually like the baddie ones. Yeah, I have the red one, which I have taken. Yeah, I taken up to 2 runs, and they have done pretty good. They don't have to heat me like most of the other shirts I do use sometimes.
So when people start doing these types of hobbies, these like outdoor hobbies, a lot of people say like, oh, it's expensive, right? Oh, shoes are expensive.
Right.
Socks are expensive. Socks are like $20.
Exactly. I hate buying socks.
But a lot of people hate it. But I always tell people like, hey, it's an investment. Because let's be honest, if you run with like cheap socks, like you make your run like, how can I explain?
Miserable.
Like miserable. And then people talk shit like, I don't like running or doing this because of the trail, but it's not really the trail. It's kind of like sometimes the gear that you wear.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
So do you like when you go shopping? Do you like fuck it? Like this is my hobby. This is my body. I'm gonna buy this so I could be comfortable. Right?
Oh, definitely. I don't go cheap on my shoes, definitely, because I have done that and they have lasted me about 100 miles. When I have spent 150, those shoes last me for about 300 to 400 miles.
See, it's better than, and then you feel comfortable.
Exactly, yeah. They're way more comfortable, and your feet don't take a beating like with other shoes.
Oh yeah, so especially if you do it repeatedly, then that's when it really starts hurting your feet and stuff.
Exactly, yeah. I started with some Merrells first.
Oh, Merrells, yeah.
Yeah, and they're good shoes, but they just weren't for me, especially for trail running. For hiking, I do have a Merrell hiking boot, and that's an awesome boot.
Yeah, I have Merrells too.
Yeah, they're awesome hiking boots, but not so much for trail running. I prefer Solomon's or Ultras for that.
Yeah.
And you buy these at like REI?
Yeah, because if they don't fit well, I just take them back in.
REI has a great return system.
Yes, I love it because I have done a 10-mile run on some brand new Solomons and they didn't fit well, and I have just taken them the same day. And it's funny because the lady was like, "Oh, I don't think they'll take them back because they're all dusty," and I was like, "Oh, I'm sure they will." And they did. They gave me another shoe.
Well, yeah, I think they and then not only that, they sell the REI, they sell it in the garage sale, so they're still gonna make their money back.
Exactly. Yeah.
So there's someone out there that will still buy them. Let's be real, because only because they're dusty doesn't mean that they're not like you only use them once.
Right. Exactly. They still wash them, I believe. They sell them and they clean them up, and they still get their money back, like you said.
Yeah. So and then what I tell always people like I think the shorts too, and then your backpack. Like if you need water, because right now it's hot, so I recommend a lot of people to buy those. If you're trail running, you buy those with what is it, the small little camel pack?
The vest, yeah. And I actually, if you go with Osprey, they have the hydration system inside them, so you're buying both at the same time.
The backpack?
That's one thing I do carry is 3 liters of a bladder.
Nice.
Yeah, sometimes I throw my
3
second
liters
one
of water for like, how much do you think?
Oh, it depends. If it's in a summer day, those 3 liters will go within the first 3 miles.
Within the first 3 miles. So what do you do for water?
Sometimes I take an extra 2 liter, 2.5. Yeah, so I'm carrying 2 bladders on a hot day.
Damn.
You don't do trails with rivers and do one of those straws and stuff?
Like straws?
I do carry a straw as well, yeah. I do carry just in case, but since we live here in
a drought area, right?
So
we don't have that many.
There's barely any water anywhere you go, so you're depending on water on yourself.
So you take how much weight is that? About 3 liters or 5 liters of water if you go full.
That's about like a gallon of water. So and plus all my gear because I carry a medical kit and all that. I would say about 25 to 30 pounds maybe. Yeah, that's the max. 30 pounds will be max technically.
Yeah. And you run with that?
And this is for normal hiking or because obviously for backpacking you probably carry.
Oh yeah, for backpacking it's more. Yeah, this past weekend I actually had 45 pounds on my pack, and then it felt great. You know.
So let's do this since you're talking about this past weekend. So let the people know. So what did you do? I know so we posted it up. Some people seen. Everybody liked it. You know. What? And I liked it too. The videos. I knew it was gonna be badass. So I said, hey, send me the stuff. Let me put it on there. So what did you do? And explain to us.
So pretty much, I got invited last minute invite to Split Mountain, and I have never done a 14er, and that would be my first one. So I was like, you know what, I'll go ahead and do it. My friend told me this will be the hardest thing I ever done. I didn't want to believe it because I trail run every day, get at least 10,000 feet of elevation gain every week. So I didn't think much of it, and I gotta say it was a hard hike. The first day wasn't so much, we started kind of late, like around 9:30 to 10 in the morning. So the sun was already out there. And once we got to the lake, it was fine. We just made dinner technically. And the second day was the toughest, which was reaching the summit. And it was mostly scrambling there.
So this, so you said 14er, right? So what is, tell people, because some people don't know. It means
a 14er will be a 14,000 feet mountain technically, yeah.
So 14,000 guys. So if you guys ever done Mount Baldy, which we have, which the baddies, you know what we did? That was our first hike, dude, with the baddies. The first hike, Mount Baldy. So we went out there and I kid you not, 10,000 feet. Some people get altitude sickness. Yeah. And I kind of got a little bit, because I wasn't there. I was working out. I was doing, doing some, not powerlifting, but yeah, lifting hard, running here and there, in the treadmill, but not hiking, right? So we ended up doing that, and the 10,000 feet kicked my butt. I'm to be honest, but now I feel like if I go back to it, it's easy. I haven't done this since then, and I should do it. But I done rattlesnake, I done iron, but it's less than 10,000 feet. But I really want to do the 14er. I haven't done it, and I know me and Rick have been talking about it. We're gonna kill one soon.
I'm trying to. I just kind of want to put it under my belt, just say that I've done it before,
Oh, I've done other ones too.
I know I've done similar ones, but I want to try the new ones.
Yeah, you guys are crazy, man. If you guys do it, let me know so I can sleep in.
Nah, you better go with us. You better start training now, dude.
And are you planning to do the Split Mountain again to see if you can do it better?
Yeah, we were talking with my friend Mitzi. She's the one that invited me. She's a trail runner as well. We were talking about beating our PR because it took us. Obviously, we didn't do it in one day, but that's one of the goals we actually talked about is doing Split Mountain in one day. It'll be a killer hike, but that's what we do. We suffer in the trails.
So in one day, how long do you think it will take you? Let's say numbers. You don't have to give me an exact number.
10 hours, I would say. With the 1 hour break in the middle.
Nah, maybe about 12 hours, I would say. With 13 hours with 1 hour at the summit. Because it's actually pretty hard. But now that we have a path to the top, it's going to be easier because we'll pretty much be following our prior hike instead of just looking for a route.
Yeah. Also, you had to make your own? You had to
Yeah, and it was crazy because we were coming into Red Lake. That's where we camped at. It's above 10,000 feet. I think it's 10,050, I would say. We were coming in, and there was this guy coming down from the summit, and his finger was all smashed up and bloody. Because while he was scrambling up there, one of the rocks kind of came down on his finger and kind of broke it.
Oh, shit.
So we were lucky to get beta from him, and he's the one who told us, "Oh, look, you could take this route, and this will be the easiest way." And that's how we were able to summit kind of fast.
Dang,
Damn, that's crazy. So you have to know what you're doing, right? I always tell someone like, hey, make sure that before you go on a hike, make sure you do your research. You know, I know you do your research, sure.
Oh yeah.
Make sure you do your research, find out what trail or what others have done, so you can do it, right? Because there's other people done it out there. But it sucks though, because sometimes when you're there, you sometimes brain fart, or if you don't do something, you just forget, you know. Right, yeah. But yeah, I really want to do it, and I seen that you guys wear the helmet. You know, you wear all the gear to make sure that if you fall, like you're safe. Did you take a rope? Did you take any rope with you?
No rope, but I think the helmet is more for rock slides, because when we were coming down, there was 2 guys rushing down. And they actually trigger a rock slide, and I gotta say, it sounds kind of scary to hear all those rocks just coming down. It's
you don't just hear it, you feel it. The floor trembles, you feel it on your body, definitely. You hear it, and it sounds like a natural disaster.
I told one of the girls, she's a pretty good hiker, she's the one that knew the route and all of that. She was already down and away from the rock slide, but I told my other friend to just let these guys pass, because they look like they were a hazard. Triggering that rock slide.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. with other people, because it's like you they probably know what they're doing, but if they're next to you and they're triggering that, then they might mess you up. You know.
Oh yeah.
Even if you know what you're doing too, but still you don't want to get injured because they got you injured.
Exactly.
But that's crazy. That's dope. So yeah, I seen your gear. If you see on the reel, he has his helmet. He has all your gear. Your backpack, right? You're wearing. You had a little tent and you're reading a book or something, right?
I always gotta have a book, man.
What book was it?
Yeah, what book?
It's poems by Robert Frost. It was like some nature poems, technically.
Oh, okay.
It's a pretty good guy.
Yeah, Robert Frost. Okay.
So you just normally you read that before you go to sleep?
Yeah, technically, yeah. When trying to kill time, especially since I couldn't sleep, since it was my first time camping above 10,000 feet, I couldn't sleep at all. Yeah, so I just try to read throughout the night and.
Damn. So how many hours did you sleep?
Dude, if I'm honest, I gotta say about 2 hours. I
should have just done it all nighter. No, you should have done it one. Just one whole trip.
That's part of the experience. Like you said, you have to suffer. That's part of the experience. That's crazy. You learn, you grow, and the next time you go, you do better.
We might actually do a book. We might publish a book. Would you read that?
Oh hell yeah, dude! I'll take it on my fucking camping. Yeah.
Hey, we'll put Edwin quotes of him.
To Edwin from the Baddies.
There you go.
Hey, but question though. Split Mountain, where is it? I've never heard of it.
Big Pine.
Okay.
Big Pine, yes.
So Big Pines is up north. It's by Bishop.
Yeah.
What highway is that? The 395, right, or something like that? If I'm not mistaken.
About or the 40.
The only thing I remember about that highway is that I got a ticket. Remember December when I went to Big Pines? I went to Big Pine Lakes. I did 1 through 5 and 1 day in and out, and it took us like 14 hours. But it was during the snow, so and then we took some people we took some friends that. They're kind of active, but not too active. So, and I was carrying like 35 pounds, and I was helping someone else's backpack. I'm always there for it. But it was awesome. But going up, I remember I got a ticket because it's so dark up there when you're driving up. I don't know if you remember when you go up there. It's kind of like pitch black. It's just a highway, to go down to go up. So I ended up getting a ticket, but I got it dismissed. So now I never forget about that highway. So I will never speed down that highway. I was going pretty fast because I wanted to get to Bishop. Bishop, because we were going to hike the day after on Saturday. Gotcha. But yeah, it's on Bishop. It's really nice out there. It's like a lot of rocks. It looks, like you said, literally, if you look at pictures of Split Mountain, it looks like your hands are going to just get cut. Like, if you, it's so, like, if you look at pictures, like, you feel like if you fall, I'm not saying fucked, but yeah, you're fucked.
It's funny because most of our way down, we spend most of our time on our asses. Cause, we were falling,
Shit. So were you falling back on your backpack on your pack, or were you falling?
No, just you kind of sliding, and then you kind of balance yourself, but you still hit the ground.
Did you have poles on you?
Definitely, yeah. I think the poles helped out a lot.
So you normally you take poles with you on those hikes?
Yeah, when I'm backpacking, definitely, since I'm always carrying about 35 pounds.
Oh, you want to release some?
Yeah, exactly.
Some fucking weight off your back and shit.
Correct, yeah.
So what kind of poles do you have? Any black diamonds? Black diamonds.
Yeah, because they have the lifetime warranty, and I just recently broke mine, so I'm about to send them back.
Oh, you broke them? How? You were fighting with someone? No,
I gotta wait. Kind of I got stuck in a rock, and I moved wrong, and he snapped the bottom piece.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So were you sad going down?
Yeah, because coming down, my pole will actually just, because they're collapsible, so they just kind of like.
Oh, they can't.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. So don't get collapsible?
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Do not get. Well, I think all of them are collapsible, right?
Yeah, I think so. Most of them are, yeah. But they're more heavy duty ones, I would say.
Okay. Well, they're expensive though. It's like $100 plus.
Yeah, definitely.
The pair,
yeah,
or something like that.
Black diamonds, all right.
Black diamonds. So yeah, guys, if you guys, I think like what he said, it's good to start. A lot of people use them just to do normal hikes because I guess it's also a good upper workout. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I mean, so you want to do like a 2-in-1 like workout, upper and lower body hiking, you can, because a lot of the hiking is just going to be lower body, you know. But what else? Okay, so you done that one, right? So you done Split Mountain. What was? So that was your hardest one that you've done so far, you think so? Or
Oh, definitely, yeah. Split Mountain was my hardest one. Because I did Gorgonio, I think 2 weeks prior this weekend. And that was a piece of cake, technically.
Have you done Cactus to Clouds?
No, we were thinking about doing it. We were actually planning on trail running it with my friend Mitzi. And we actually ran out of time because after April, the late April, you don't want to do it anymore because it's scorching hot. And you pretty much just die out there. Yeah,
it's in the middle of the desert. Cactus to Clouds.
Exactly,
deserts too. I remember like I seen it all, but yeah, a lot of people. So normally, but a lot of people start in the morning though, right? Or like midnight, or like let's say at 6 p.m. and do all the way to like just do a night shift basically.
Yeah, technically, I think most people start about midnight.
Midnight, yeah. So you could avoid the sun.
Correct, yeah. By the time it's 10 a.m., you're already above the desert, technically, so it's actually cooler.
So the cool thing about Edwin here, other than hiking, that's one of your main hobbies right now, right?
Right, yeah.
He's an electrician, guys, so he does a lot. So if you guys,
he's good with his hands.
He's good with his hands.
Pretty much.
He loves to get shocked, or he loves to give shock. No, I'm just saying. But
you need some shock therapy, let me know.
Yeah. And you're single, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he's single. He's guys and girls. Guys and girls. No, but he's an electrician. So while I'm saying that is, it's funny because I like, we follow him and he follows us, like
right.
we're friends, we've been friends for what, like 3
days?
Not 3 days. No. Our first hike was Calamity Peak, which we're going to go back on Sunday.
Right.
So if you guys are free on Sunday, Hike Revolution, We Explore Earth, us, LA Baddies, and Rock, what is his name? Justin, which is Rock Hounder.
Yeah.
He's going to be there. Hike Revolutions are the one that found this. They've been doing the trail maintenance.
Right.
And we're going to go back on Sunday. So if you guys are free, look at, Hike Revolutions post and see if you're invited, if you can handle this. Because it's like 13 miles. Some elevation gain. So you have to make sure that you can handle it. And with this heat, some people you have to take water, right, guys?
Oh, yeah.
But the thing, what I'm trying to say is, I saw your Instagram post, or I was going down. I was like, "Fuck it, let me just go down," because I was trying to find a picture of your dog to show them, right? And I ended up looking that you used to Fixie, right?
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna tell you guys before, that I actually been looking for a bike, because one of my goals is to do a triathlon.
Oh, we got you, dude. Hey, you're in the right place. We got you.
One person doing training,
Oh, no way. That's
cool. Sandra from Bayfield.
Oh, is that what she's doing?
She's doing a sprint triathlon, which is smaller than normal.
Right, yeah.
But her goal for the future, for in the next 2 years, let's say, or 3, she wants to do a full triathlon. That's her goal. She's
training hard. She's progressing a lot. She's doing a really good job right now. So I'm kind of excited to see her actually perform when the day comes.
And it's going to be August 7th or 8th. I think she's going to perform. But
it's soon.
So I took her on Saturday. I went to help her. I went to just support her, and I want to cycle with her at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. So she did 3 miles, which is the 5 or 3.5 at 5K, and then she ended up getting on the bike right after, and she did 9 miles on the bike, and she killed it. Like, she was dying, but I give her props because the first lap on the bike, I told her, I was like, hey, this is gonna be the hardest one, but after that you get your body gets used to it. Right. And you already know this, you've done Fixie, so Fixie, I used to Fixie too when I was in high school, so I kind of know. But road bike, it's way different because you have more gears to go up the mountains.
Right.
You could go fast.
You can idle, which is the most important part to me. That's why I never like Fixies because you can't idle.
You can't idle, yeah. And so the cool thing is that if you want to for sure do it, I'm down, dude. And I think I told you we're gonna talk about it. So I know right now it's hard. A lot of bikes are everybody's doing outdoor events because of COVID. They bought bikes. Bikes are expensive, but I know that wherever out there is looking for bikes, OfferUp is a pretty good place to look at a bike. A used one, even a used one is pretty good. Like I have friends, like my friend Juan, or he's a baddie too. We take him up like GMR, and he has like a $300 bike, and then, with the shifters, But he's been up GMR, which is like 35 miles in a 5,000 feet elevation.
So it's not even working. He makes it.
Yeah, and he pushes. So I feel like you can do it. So yeah, for sure we're gonna touch. You'll see Edwin in the future doing a triathlon. I'm not even
I know what to call now.
yeah, man.
So other than what's your So you said you run every day. What's your favorite? You say you do this. You normally like to do how many elevation gain on your run? Like how much do you try to hit every run?
Every run will be at least 1,500.
1,500.
That'll be the minimum, yeah. And I'm lucky enough to live around Griffith, and you're able to get some elevation there. So.
Oh, damn! So if people see you running, just shout out Edwin. What's up?
Yeah.
Edwin the electrician.
Throw a water bottle at him or like an egg, whatever pleases your heart. I'm sure he'll be happy to receive it.
Some Snickers will be better, not water.
He's a diva when he's hungry, so.
Wait, you're a sweet. You like sweets, huh? I bet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I take a lot of Snickers bars on my runs.
Oh, you do?
Fuel, yeah.
Oh,
Chocolate
You got some on you right now?
In my pack,
Hey, go get it.
What is the thing? What is a Snicker thing? If you're hungry,
You're not you.
You're
when
not
you're
yourself when you're hungry.
That's why I said diva right now.
Diva?
Because you're a diva when you're hungry. That's one of the commercials they have.
So what other let's say so you said you do trail running. So your next step, you said you might do some biking maybe? You think so?
Well, I always kind of like biking because of the fixies, and I just fell out of it, and I still had got my fixing hanging from my wall, and every time I look at it, I'm like, man, I wish I could just jump on it and go for a ride.
But you never got hit by a car, right?
Oh, not on my fixie, no. When I was 16, yes, I did. But that was a whole different story.
Oh, okay.
We would like to hear that story.
The story is simple.
I was trail running. The van was lost.
I was saving someone's life while I'm on a trail.
Well, you started trail running. How old did you start recently? Because
I just recently, about 4 years ago.
Okay,
I would
so
say, yeah.
pretty recent. And you finally, how long did it take you to get used to it? You said
I think I was probably running by the end of the first year.
First year?
Yeah.
All right. So you said you're gonna do after you do so you want to do a triathlon. Have you ever tried swimming or you're a good swimmer?
Yeah.
Because I saw your dive. Okay, so I put the reel on. Like I said, I didn't know what I was gonna get from you. You just sent me some stuff.
Yeah.
And you went diving in the lake.
Yeah.
How deep was the lake? On the Split Mountain Lake or Red Lake?
I would say when I dived probably about 7 to 8 feet, maybe. It wasn't that deep. Yeah.
But the water was good?
Water felt good, to be honest.
Cold?
Yeah, it was cold, yeah.
So,
and it was a good thing because throughout the whole way, if we needed to filter water, our filter water would be cold. And that was a big plus.
Yeah.
Damn.
So you had everything ready to get water. And like you said, you slept next to the lake?
Yeah. Well, not right next to it, but yeah, pretty much about 200 feet from it.
Okay, and you weren't scared of... So when you go backpacking, are you scared of any type of animal out there? Because I don't know,
like crocodiles?
No.
Vampires, werewolves.
Anaconda?
No, not really. It's a funny thing that your mind actually is the one that plays tricks on you.
Every sound sounds like a danger.
Yeah,
when every sound is
That's
nature.
true.
Yeah.
You're right.
And that's why you have sneakers, right? Like,
Pretty much.
throw one out there, man.
Slowly, you do one.
You just hear my neck. He's all skinny. Wait, what?
Edwin, we're trying to sleep, for God's sake.
So you have you have the backpacking tent, right?
Yeah.
Is it Black Diamond? Is it?
No, it's an REI one.
REI?
It's the half dome, yeah.
One person or two?
One person, yeah.
Because I have a 3-person tent.
Yeah.
But normally when it says 3-person tent and it's a backpacking, the Black Diamond, I have a light one, ultra light one. And normally it says that it's for 3-person, but it's normally for 2. Well, you can't technically try to fit 3, but I don't know. I think it's only
The
2.
sizes are very strict.
Yeah.
Like if it says 3, it's like 3 people barely fit there.
Yeah.
And assuming your backpacks are outside.
Oh,
So all that is in the 3 people size tents because they assume your backpacks are. That's why the backpacking tents have a vestigial. What is it?
Versatile.
Vestibule or whatever. Something
like that.
It's that little
The little patio that you have.
Yeah, that little patio for your
vestibule.
tent. Because that's where your backpacks are supposed to go.
Do you have one of those?
No.
Dude, on mine, I have one. I bought one. Well, because I ended up getting hooked up. One of my friends, he's a part of the Sierra Madre rescue team.
Oh, no way.
So he, they get a perk. They get a perk to have discounts for like Black Diamond.
Gotcha.
I forgot what Osprey. The backpack you got. That's where I got my best.
Yeah.
So like that's a good part. So if you ever, and I asked him, I was like, hey, how hard it is to be because I heard that Sierra Madre has one of the top like rescue teams because just the fact that we have the what is it called, the mountains near us, and then I heard that to join them like you really have to give a lot of your time. And you're volunteering. You're not really going to get paid for this. Right. You're rescuing people, that are stuck. I don't know if you heard. Did you hear those people that got stuck in Mount Baldy? Those like a whole high school class. Like, see, like I feel like some people like have to get like guidance. You know what I mean? So that's why when we do hikes, like group hikes, I know we do small group hikes, but we always tell people like, even if it's tiny, like a small group hike, we always say, hey, communicate with us. If you're going to leave, let us know before you leave. Are you comfortable with leaving? Like, do you know the route? And we tell them what kind of apps, because a lot of people don't know about this. I know it seems common to us, because we've been through a lot and we've seen it. And like, you've done a lot of trout maintenance and you know what's going on. We've done rock scrambling, but there's some people that are scared to do that. Right. Like, I'm not scared. And I know for sure, we are going to take you to San Antonio Falls, because you have your helmet. Do you have your harness?
Not yet, but by the time
but you can buy an REI. You can buy an REI. It's like a couple $70 or something. But that harness is good. Because I don't know if when the snow comes, if you're going to do some, like, what is it called? What is that thing called? Some axe, like hiking, what is it?
Ice axe, yeah.
Yeah, like if you go hiking in the ice, so if you could do that, that's what I want to try that, but, I just got to make sure I buy the right equipment, because it's expensive.
Oh, yeah.
But it's an investment, though. It's an investment.
It is, yeah.
It is. So, kind of lasts forever, some of those things, so...
So real quick, what's your next hike? What's your next big hike? Because I know you do small hikes every day.
Right. My big hike would be Langley. That's another 14er.
Where's that at?
I think it's also by Lone Pine, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, it's pretty far though to get up there. It's like 5-6 hours. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'm not afraid of a drive.
No, yeah. Driving is fun. If you talk to others, someone could sleep, someone could drive.
Exactly, yeah.
No, if you take more than one person, like we've done road trips with the baddies, and we want to resume them, but just COVID is not letting us, But we went to Yosemite together with the baddies. We went. It was like 10 of us, 12. Utah, and then it was just awesome. Like, so basically, we want to go up. I want to take them to like up north, like the big pines and all that, because it's just beautiful out there. I like the lakes and all that, how beautiful they look. And like, there's just so much life out there. And like, I like the little towns when you're driving up. You pass through little towns, and at night it looks like the speed limit is like what 30, 20, not even like 15. Like you have to slow down, but yeah. So basically, what is it called? The next
Langley.
And how high like the elevation or like the gain?
I think it's about. I'm not sure about the gain, but I think it's about 14.3.
So what makes it hard then is the elevation, right?
Yeah,
because you walk like 2 steps and it feels like you're walking like 100 steps.
Yeah, definitely.
That's how bad the elevation, right? Like, so I always tell people when they do hikes, like make sure that, because sometimes the elevation could be low, and that's easy. But when it starts like going up to 10,000 and above, like 1 mile could mean like it take you like an hour just because it's bad. I'm just saying. But
the best example nearby is like Rattlesnake Peak that everyone says, it's an 8-mile hike or 7-mile hike. It's not that bad. It's a short hike, but it has a lot of elevation, and people underestimate that. So it's always good to pay attention to elevation.
So yeah, guys, like you said, you heard it from Edwin. Give us your handle one more time, Edwin, from Instagram.
NC_apprentice.
NC_apprentice. So if you follow him, we're going to be posting him on Instagram. And like I said, if you can see him like on some hikes with us. He normally likes to join us. He likes to join all the groups out there.
Exactly.
He's open about it. So and then maybe he might be a baddie sooner than later. Because he's joining us more and more. So we'd like to have people active. Be ambassadors. So real quick, guys, like I said, if you want to hit him up, ask him questions, right? Feel free.
Yeah, definitely on gear.
Electrician.
About Snickers.
Snickers.
What's your favorite Snicker? Like, there's different types of Snickers or the original. So yeah, guys, like real quick, if you want us to do more hikes, let us know what hikes you want to do. Follow us on Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube. And like I said, every single week, just stay tuned because we're going to keep doing small hikes and large hikes soon.